Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Soulful Sunday. And today I want to talk about instruction. And I was thinking to myself how for years I hated instruction. I hated being told what to do. And even if I was asking for help. And what was wrong with me at the time was because I felt so bad about not being able to sort things out in my life. My pride was so strong, and when I found myself needing to ask for help, I still didn't follow the instruction because I kept saying, I'll do it myself. No, I'll do it myself. I'll figure a way out. Even though I was saying I wanted the help. Did I really want the help? I think at the time I was saying I wanted my life to change and I wanted a magic wand, but I didn't want to do the work that would have taken to change my life at the time. And I also was saying it because I knew other people wanted me to say, I want help or I need help. And part of me was saying it for them because the other part of me, the bigger part, was so scared of the change and what I needed to do that I had already defeated myself by my thinking, saying, no, it won't work for me. It won't work for me. And the other thing that I didn't like about asking for help or taking instruction was because I was so ashamed that my life was in the state that I was in. I didn't want to admit to myself or to anyone else what was actually going on in my life. And in a way, and it might sound twisted now, it was easier to stay the way it was because I felt in my thinking at the time, I believed, I suppose, that as long as nobody knew what was going on and everything looked okay on the outside, then it must be okay. Because maybe it was me after all. And I blamed myself for decisions. I blamed myself for not making decisions, for making decisions, for being an indecision and looking out all the time and thinking everybody else was having a great life and I wasn't. And I still couldn't ask for help. I couldn't take instruction. And it only hit me really how distorted my thinking was really when I started to bake. And that might sound strange, but I don't like cooking, so taking instructions for cooking just wouldn't faze me at all because I don't like it. But I like baking and I wanted to get the best results that I could get. And the only way I could do that was to follow the recipe. And when I was following the recipe, sometimes it annoyed me because sometimes I read the recipe wrong, and that's the same as when you're taking instructions. It's what you think you heard the instructor saying to you, or your friend, or whatever it is, whoever it is that's helping you in the situation you're in. Sometimes what we hear is not actually what's been said. And sometimes what I read in the recipe wasn't actually the right thing because I was glancing and get it done as quick as I could. Did I want the cake or the buns or whatever it was to turn out right? Yes, I did. I sure did. But the thoughts of reading the instructions and having to go slower didn't appeal to me because I wanted it done quicker. I wanted the quick fix and I wanted to go, ta-da! That's what I wanted. There, I made that. Aren't I great? But what I was doing was I was actually sabotaging myself. And that's what we do when we fail to ask for help. We're sabotaging ourselves and we're destroying our lives. And we're not actually doing ourselves any favour. We're preventing ourselves from having a better life because we're too stubborn and too full of pride to put our hand up and say, I can't do this by myself. Can you help? And start looking, where are the people that can help me? How did they overcome their things? They're the kind of people that you need to look out for. That's what I started to do. And when I started to take the time to read the recipe, my baking improved. Not to everybody's taste, but to mine. And that's my message today is, take instructions. And if you're not taking instruction, why not? It's like a blind person if they had a guide dog. They have to depend on that guide dog for their every move. But when they do that, they have a far better life because that guide dog is their eyes for what they cannot see. And when we go to somebody else for help, we're actually going blind at times because we can't see past ourselves. And that person is like our guide dog, and we're asking them to see our situation through their eyes, and then they help. That's exactly what it's like. So you can pick the baking story or you can pick the guide dog, but whatever you do, pick you. Pick your life, because life is too short. Choose it. Choose it and get over yourself. Get over your stubbornness, get over your pride, and put your hand up or put your hand out and say, I need the help. At the end of the day, your life is going to be so much better, because maybe think past this. If your behaviour is causing a problem to somebody else, you could lose that person because of your pride and stubbornness, and you lose out on life. So that's it for today. It's very thought-provoking, and I hope it's been helpful. I really hope it's been helpful, because that's my plan in this, is to help people. And for me, storytelling is a great way for me to get understanding. So when I use stories about myself, I hope that it resonates with you and that you sometimes maybe see yourself in the story. So that's it for today, guys. I hope it's helpful, and as always, take care of yourself firstly, and then take care of each other. Have a lovely Sunday, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.